Welcome to the Geek'd Up podcast episode number 1. I am your TV terminating, movie messiah, comic book collecting, video game god, NextDoor, and this is...
your co-host, Jessica.
Well, thanks for joining us, everyone. This is, like I said, the first podcast. Just let you know a little bit of info about what it is we're going to be doing here. First of all, we are boyfriend and girlfriend, and we have come together to create a podcast to hopefully appease everyone. And we're going to be discussing current news as far as comic books and movies. We're going to be reviewing a comic book, TV shows, movies as well. And then we're going to break out into a segment called Geek versus Girlfriend, where I'm going to, show a cover of a comic book, and she's going to give her description of what that entire comic book is about without ever hearing about it or knowing what it is. And then she's going to flip it on me, and we're going to have a segment called Girlfriend versus Geek, where she's going to do the same thing, but with different subjects. It could be a comic book that maybe I haven't heard of. It could be celebrity gossip and things like that. And we're going to keep track of this throughout the first 10 weeks, and whoever gets to 10 first is going to have to do something throughout that podcast that might be a little bit embarrassing. So what do you think about that?
I think I'm super excited, and I'm going to win.
I don't think so, but we will find out.
We'll see.
We'll see who gets off to a better start anyway.
Yeah.
But let's start things off with a little bit of Geek'd Up news. So this week we got news about one of my favorite actors. You probably know who that is.
Paul Rudd.
Yep, Paul Rudd. Because you want this dick? You want this dick?
You want this dick?
Come get this dick. Anyway, I think he's hilarious. And I did, as you know, predicted that he would be in the new Captain America. And it was released that he is now officially on the cast. So I feel, at the end of Ant-Man, we may be seeing a scene, after the end credit scene where Captain America comes to him and asks him to be a part of the Avengers, and I think that would be awesome. Also, we got the first short video and images of the Suicide Squad with Will Smith and Jai Courtney and Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn.
Now, is this the first time that we've heard of Will Smith is going to be in the Suicide Squad, or has it been rumored, or is this like the first hardcore evidence we know he's in it?
No, we've known for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah. We just could never really picture Will Smith being in this movie.
Right, so is he like the lead?
He's one of the main people. And then you got, all the other ones. He's obviously the biggest name in this movie.
Right.
Tom Hardy was originally in it, but had to drop out because a movie he was shooting ran too long, which is disappointing because he would have been awesome. But now Jai Courtney is taking over that role, and we'll see how he does. But I think where they're going with it, I didn't like it at first, but the more I looked at it, I think Harley Quinn looks really good.
Right, yeah.
And until I see the Joker in action, I don't even know what to think about that. But I just have to wait and see. Hopefully he has a shirt on.
Jared Leto is good at almost everything he's in, so...
Yeah, so
I have high hope for him that he'll do the movie justice.
Yeah. Oh, also, another thing about the Suicide Squad is there are rumors that Ben Affleck has been on set. So that means that there will be an appearance, hopefully, by Batman, which...
And Batman vs. Superman is going to come out before Suicide Squad?
Yeah, it's already done shooting.
Okay.
So it comes out in March, and I believe Suicide Squad comes out in July.
Okay.
Or maybe August. But something like that, and I think they're trying to pull off a Marvel type thing where it's a whole cinematic universe where all these characters exist in all of these movies.
Right.
And they're squeezing it in as much as they can by, having Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash, all Cyborg, all these people in Batman vs Superman, just to show you all of them
Right.
for a second, and then looks like he's gonna flip over and be in their next movie, Suicide Squad. But overall, I thought the images were okay, but I'm just looking forward to seeing more on it later.
Well, I'm excited for Margot Robbie.
Robbie, yeah.
Robbie. She was amazing. And
Yeah.
The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, she can basically just take that scene where she's teasing Leonardo DiCaprio in their daughter's bedroom or something, just take that part, and that's Harley Quinn, basically.
Well, then she'll do good. I'm sure she will.
She already looks like her without the makeup, so it looks pretty good. I'm excited for that. But as far as news, I think that's about it.
Okay, moving on.
Time for our comic review.
Why so serious?
It's time for Geek'd Up Reviews.
What is it we looked at this week?
The Empty.
The Empty. This is written by and drawn by the same guy, Jimmie Robinson, which is amazing when they do that kind of stuff. It's put out by Image Comics. Should I just go in and do a little backstory on what this is about? And then we can discuss what we thought about it?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. First off, we're introduced to a character named... actually, we don't know their name. They look like maybe a king or something of this very lush green land. And he's giving a speech about, we know what needs to be done. And then he says, Lila must be killed. And that's all you know. And then we're shot into this desert-looking area that we later find out is called the Empty. And we're
hence the title.
Yeah, but we don't know why it's like that yet. So as we're in the desert, we meet our first main character, Tenor. She's like a hunter and a warrior for her tribe. We find out that
you can't forget about Finks.
Yeah, Finks is her little fox / antelope buddy.
Really cute.
Yeah, little, almost like a Pokemon.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
I want one.
We find out they're in a dire situation. Their whole land is like a desert. There's some sort of poison they're talking about, or root that is taking over the land and devouring everything. We also get a shot of 2 gravestones, and she talks about how her children can't fight anymore. So we know they've been affected by this devastating thing. Then all of a sudden this body floats to shore. So she's curious. She goes and takes it out, while the leaders of this tribe are upset that she's even messing with this person.
Right.
But she wakes up. They can't speak. They don't know how to communicate because they're totally different languages.
So now we know Tenor found a body.
Yes.
And who is it that washed up on shore?
Well, at first we don't know because they can't speak. But this person is given food, and once she eats, magically, we don't know why yet, it's still a mystery, why she can understand them now. All of a sudden, she can understand their language. And we find out that this person is who?
Lila.
I don't know. Is it Lila or is it Lila?
I don't know.
Lila. I don't know. Lila.
Probably Lila.
Lila, yeah. Because Lily would be Lily.
Yeah.
So Lila, I'm guessing. But it's her. And she's from this other world that we spoke about earlier. A land of green. Totally different than where she ends up. And her mate, she tells about her mate, Dacum, who she was supposed to meet, told her to meet him at night. And she goes there and is confronted by 2 people who aren't him and taken away, and that's the last she remembers.
Right.
So this whole series, and we've read 1 through 3 so far, is basically them meeting up, getting to know each other, and their journey to stop this root. And Lila has agreed to help Tenor as long as after it's finished, Tenor helps Lila to
get home. Right.
Yeah. So, what do we think about this?
Well, I think it's really good, and I'm glad I told you to keep reading.
Yeah.
Because you asked me if you should, and I said you should. Yeah, I think it's really good. I like the art. I like the story. It keeps you intrigued, wanting to find out what is this, because we found out that it may not be a root after all.
Yeah, one thing I forgot to mention is Lilla goes back to the ocean, this water, to find her bracelet. And when she puts this bracelet on, she sits down and touches a tree, a dead tree.
And it heals. Yeah, that's a major point that we
Yeah,
missed.
yeah, it just comes to life and makes fruit. So half the tribe of Tenors thinks she's a god, and the other half thinks she's like a demon, a devil.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of conflicted, but they go on this journey anyway. So that kind of leads to them finding the root, like you were saying, and
then when she tries to heal it, turns out that there might be more to it than just a root.
yeah.
Should we go into that, or
Yeah.
okay. Well, it seems like it's a mechanical type engineered by people or things. We're not sure yet.
But we do know that neither of them can read the writing, so it's neither of their people.
Right, exactly. One thing I did find interesting in this most recent issue, Tenor's talking about how the elders would tell stories about the old people in her tribe. And if you look at the picture, there were planes and cars and how they would travel to the ends of the earth just for fun.
Oh, I don't remember this at all.
Yeah. And it was an elder teaching the children, and it had a picture of a
do
car
remember
and
that,
a
yeah.
plane, and so I'm kind of
This
wondering,
is in the future, maybe.
yeah. And then once they cross the ocean and they get, or the lake, I guess is what they think it is, there's all those bugs, and they talk about humans.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of curious as to what the past story is, too.
Yeah, that's what makes this story so good, is it's all a mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and you got people, you got half-breed animals, you got these monsters called mules, and then you got these giant insects.
Which I didn't see coming.
The giant insects?
Yeah, that was...
Didn't even make sense
Yeah.
at first.
Also, whenever they're on their journey to go further after, they found the roots, Lilla starts explaining, or she explained it, but we didn't see it, why they wear the gold rings on their neck.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they would have went into that as to what kind of customs, but I'm sure they will eventually. Yeah. But yeah, it's a really good book. I'm comic, and I'm excited to see where it goes. And just so you guys know, I'm not an avid comic book reader. I've read some, and I like the some that I've read, but The Empty is just really good for anybody who's not even really into comics. I mean, it's just so good.
And the art is really vibrant, which I've heard a lot of people are kind of mixed, where they don't get the art at all. The people look weird, but I just think
I like it. It's different.
Yeah, it puts you in that world, like you understand that.
Yeah.
These are and they do a good job showing that Lilla looks different than Tenor.
Yeah.
So they are like different races or whatever it might be. But yeah, that it ends. Number 3 ends on a really down note,
which I'm so upset about, and I'm sad I have to wait a month to read the next one.
But I'm not going to spoil it.
You know?
No.
Oh.
I'm not going to spoil what the thing is. They have to go out and read it.
Right.
But,
yes.
But we're waiting to see if what happened is
really what
happened.
We think. Yeah.
Yeah. So overall, 2 people get together. They want to heal the land. They get joined by one of their little fox antelope friends and also this monstrous mule. The finale, they get captured and put in a gladiator style thing to battle it out, and then hopefully, we don't know what happens, but hopefully they get out of there and they continue their journey. So overall, I really liked it, and I think it's definitely a read.
Definitely a read.
Okay. Now on to TV.
TV.
What did we watch this week?
The Flash.
What do you think about this TV show?
I love it. I didn't think I would really care for it. And then it just sucked me in.
Yeah, and this episode is the one we're really going to be reviewing, called Grodd Lives.
Grodd Lives.
Which, as you know, I was really excited for.
And what did you think?
It was very kind of disappointing.
It was.
I mean, maybe you probably would have liked it if I didn't keep saying, "Oh, I can't wait for his episode. I can't wait for his episode." You probably would have liked it, but because I know pretty much what Grodd is and where he comes from, it just didn't grab me. And the CGI, it seemed to be better in those little teaser episodes.
Yeah.
He looked really good.
I know. And even in the one episode where he... Oh, wait. Did they ever show him? Remember when the two guys...
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, the teaser.
Yeah.
First teaser was Dr. Wells down in the sewer,
Mm-hmm.
and he comes out. And then the second one was the two guys.
Yeah. I wonder... I don't know. Maybe they didn't have a... That doesn't even make sense that they wouldn't have enough on budget to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, a teaser is probably a lot cheaper than 10 minutes worth of footage.
Yeah, but I mean, look at all the other stuff that they do.
Yeah, that's true. All the speed stuff looks really good.
Yeah.
It's just an overall good show, I think, and especially in this one, we learned a lot about a lot of people.
I know. Iris really pissed me off.
Yeah.
For the millionth time.
Why?
She just bugs me, and she's all pissed off at the Flash, but then at the same time is like acting like she likes him.
Yeah.
And kind of
to straighten it up, she found out that he is the Flash. Barry is the Flash, so yeah.
And then 1 second she says, "Oh, Barry, I can't believe you wouldn't tell me." She's super upset. And the next minute she's all kind of infatuated, supportive, whenever it benefits her.
Yeah, when it benefits her, but then the second she's reminded of Eddie, it's, well, you haven't found Eddie yet.
Yeah.
And it's just, she's acting like a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
And it really bugs me.
Plus,
her acting, in my opinion, is the worst on the show.
Oh,
I think she's honestly the only bad acting on the show.
Yeah, definitely.
Barry, especially Cisco, they all do a good job.
Love Cisco.
Yeah.
He's funny. He annoyed us both at first, but
he grows on you.
Oh yeah, he's funny.
You're just waiting for him to get the girl finally.
I know.
'Cause he's, I don't know, he's just so funny. What else happened in this episode?
Dr. Wells. He
used Grodd.
He used Grodd. And he got the key for him to finally go home at the end of the episode.
That's right.
And it like opened up this whole another portal type thing. It almost looked like Star Labs, like a long hallway.
Yeah.
It was weird. So I'm excited. There's one more episode left? Two? Yeah. Okay, good. 2.
We also found out Wells and Eddie are relatives. I'm thinking Wells is...
like a grandfather?
No, Eddie is the grandfather.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. We don't really know why or anything like that. But I think that's an interesting little side story along with the Iris and Barry thing. But the Grodd stuff, to me, just didn't do it for me. I mean, it says he's a telepathic ape that was raised in a zoo.
Yeah.
I mean, really, he was a gorilla king. He defeated his father to become king, and he got brought back to Earth through the Speed Force, and that's kind of what he is. He's like,
Oh, so they kind of did it way different.
yeah.
Way different.
Yeah, they didn't want to do I'm guessing they didn't want to do a budget for him talking.
Right.
So they made him telepathic, or
Mm.
I don't know. The telepathic wouldn't even bother me as much if Wells brought him back through the Speed Force, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he was. I don't know. But overall, I mean, it still was a good episode. We did learn a lot.
We learned a lot, yes.
Cisco's definitely the best character. And I'm looking forward to seeing the next 2 episodes.
I love Barry.
Why?
He does such a good Flash.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, he does.
He does really good. But, I mean, all of them. I like them all, except Iris just really bothers me a lot of the time. And Eddie kind of gets on my nerves sometimes, too.
Yeah, he
But
bugs me.
not near as bad as Iris does.
Which brings me to another point about him being good Flash. Another thing I think DC screwed up is not having their cinematic worlds match the TV show. I think he should have been the Flash in the movies.
I definitely agree.
I mean, how awesome would it have been to see an Justice League where the Flash is in and it's him, and then Cisco gets to come in? Like, it'd be fun, but we'll see how
I
this
wonder
other
who's
guy
going to
did.
be the Cisco in the...
His
Is there-
name's yeah.
Oh, okay.
the Cisco. I don't know, but I know who the Flash is, and
Is he...
He hasn't been in much.
Oh, okay.
He was in He's the rich little kid in Royal Pains.
Oh,
That's the Flash.
really?
Ezra, I forget his name. But
Okay.
that's really the only thing I know that
Wow.
he's been in. Yeah. Really got
That...
him.
Yeah, he got a major break.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So-
so all in all, good episode, amazing show. Can't wait for the next 2.
Yep, definitely. On to the big movie of the summer. It's not even summer yet, but
That's right.
we're going to talk about
The Avengers Age of Ultron.
I got a lot to say about this. I've said it over and over. You know.
Yes, I know.
But let's just start with the good. What was good about this movie?
Really? I
really liked the Vision
Yeah.
with the mind gem in his forehead that they raise up. The red
Oh,
guy.
yeah. He was good.
Yeah, I think he was awesome.
I liked the Hawkeye. I liked how it showed
His
he has
family
his
life.
family,
Yeah.
and nobody had any clue. Did you have any? Did you know
No.
that he? Okay.
Seeing as he's one of the only humans, like real humans,
Right.
it was interesting to show the human side of him. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess they're all humans, but he's the only one really with no superpowers. Black Widow, but she has this interesting backstory, whereas Hawkeye,
Well, then you have Tony Stark.
but he has a big suit,
Yeah.
he's rich, and like Hawkeye is just a person with bow and arrow, you know?
Right.
He doesn't have money, he can't fly around, he can't. But yeah, I thought it was interesting to show that side of him when you really just thought he was this soldier guy,
Mhm.
you know. Did his whole life was with S.H.I.E.L.D. and protecting people, but turns out it's not.
Did you ever think that it was showing us all that to like set it up to kill him or anything?
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, they
kill him
made a
off?
very big point to be like, oh, I'm going to be home, I'll be back.
I
and all
know.
this stuff.
I got worried there for a little while.
Yeah, but I mean, it makes sense that he's coming back because,
How terrible would that have been?
you know,
Really?
it honestly would have been a better story than who they had die.
Yeah,
Because
that didn't really mean anything.
it meant nothing. We didn't know
Yeah.
anything about this person, Quicksilver. And
The accents that the
Black
twins
Widow.
had.
Well, Quicksilver was okay.
Okay,
I could have
but
done without the accents completely, but his was at least consistent.
hers, however, was a little iffy.
Yeah.
It was a little iffy. You know, I liked her as an actress. I thought she did good. The accent thing, that's kind of a major, in my book, a major hiccup to
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, because it takes you out of it. You're like, oh, she's Russian. Oh, she's American. Oh, she's German. What is
I
that?
know.
Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a huge problem for me. Oh.
Now I guess we're getting on to the bad.
Yeah.
There wasn't much good in our eyes.
Well, the action was pretty good. I liked the action scenes. I liked all that. I liked the jokes at first.
Then
They got old. They got
They did.
really old, especially that stupid language joke.
I know, what was up with that? You know, maybe it's just us because a lot of people in the theater were cracking up, but I just found it kind of annoying. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was, I guess it just didn't really make sense to me. Like, I felt like I was on the outside of an inside joke.
Yeah.
Kind of. That's how it felt.
A bad inside joke.
Yeah.
But I mean, it makes sense the first couple times, I guess, but I think they did it like 5 times.
I know.
And
They did it a lot.
Yeah, it was dumb. And so were some of the other jokes that were just terrible. But the worst part, I feel, in the entire movie are these visions that everybody has.
That make absolutely
No sense.
no sense. It has no purpose. But is it going to make sense in later movies?
Well, yeah, possibly. I think Thor's vision was of Asgard falling, and that's what the next Thor, I believe, is going to be about.
I love Thor, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it'll be good. But
what about like Black Widow and?
I mean, yeah, that was just a vision
They
of her
didn't
as a
even
kid.
do one for Hawkeye, did they?
See,
I don't think they did.
This is how unimportant they were. I don't even
Yeah.
remember what they were. The only one I absolutely remember was Tony Stark, and that is the only one that mattered. That was the only one. He saw him creating something that destroyed everybody.
Yeah.
And that made sense, because he then went on to create something that could have destroyed everything.
Right.
But all the rest of these visions, most of which I don't remember, just...
It almost was like, for Black Widow, it was almost kind of like a backstory as to who she is or why she is the way she is.
Yeah.
But it was unimportant. I
For
mean,
the story that we're
yeah,
watching.
I mean, they should have done this in like the first movie or her first appearance.
What they should have done is made a Black Widow movie.
I know.
And shown us that.
But, on to another point, Scarlett Johansson was pregnant while filming this.
Yeah.
Did you notice?
I didn't notice.
I didn't notice either.
But I also noticed that she wasn't in it much, and that might be why.
Yeah. She probably couldn't do some of the stunts.
Yeah.
But then again, they also have stunt doubles for that, I guess. All in all, could have been better.
Yeah, definitely could have been better.
Kind of disappointing. It was an okay movie. I mean, it wasn't horrible. It was just okay.
You know who James Spader is? Played Ultron's voice.
Yes.
Actually, I think he motion captured Ultron too.
Okay.
Do you remember The Office?
Yes.
When they got a new boss. Do you remember this?
Yes.
He talks exactly like Ultron.
Yeah.
I did not like it because James Spader is a good actor and he's funny and he has dramatic, chops too, but I felt like going into it, I'm going to be able to tell this is James Spader because James Spader plays the same voice and character and everything. And that's all I could think of. The way he draws his words out.
Ultron did some jokes and stuff too, didn't he? Like,
yeah,
they made him a little kind of...
Well, he's technically the evil side of Tony Stark, so he is Tony Stark,
he's
but
a little
all the
lippy
bad.
and... Okay.
And then Vision is like the good side.
Okay. Which can we talk about the ending? The ending, are we assuming Wait, are we assuming they're both dead, Vision and Ultron? Or did Ultron...
No, Vision isn't dead because you see Captain America assemble the new Avengers
And
he's
he
on
was
it.
there, okay.
Ultron, yeah, is
Ultron's dead.
destroyed. And the old Avengers are disassembled and they assemble the new Avengers, which is Scarlet Witch. It's Captain America and Black Widow as the heads.
Uh-huh.
Then you got Scarlet Witch, the Vision, Falcon,
Yeah.
who was in Captain America.
Yep, I remember that.
And then, and War Machine, Don Cheadle's character.
Okay.
That's the new Avengers.
So are they going to be in the next movie?
Yes.
These new... Okay.
It'll be Captain America and his team versus Tony Stark and his team. It's gonna be interesting.
Who do you want to win?
I don't think they'll have a winner, but they'll probably come together and face a bigger threat.
Yeah.
Probably the threat that Tony Stark creates. But
or is it going to have to have something to do with Thor?
Thor won't be in it. Hulk and Thor won't be in it. Because Thor is going to be off doing what Thor's doing in the new Thor movie.
What'd you think about the Hulk and how he just left and didn't...
I think he had to do it because he would be in big trouble if he didn't, because he helped create Ultron and he doesn't have the money Tony Stark has.
Yeah.
But in the actual storyline, the Avengers kick him out.
Oh, okay.
They force him into a spaceship and send him into space. Really? And he goes into space, lands on a planet, and becomes the Hulk. And becomes the king, Planet Hulk. And then he comes back for revenge. So they may skip the whole planet thing, but he may, wherever he is on Earth, be the Hulk and be getting angrier and angrier. And then come back for revenge.
That's interesting.
Because Planet Hulk, I mean, that'd be an expensive movie to make. But
that would be cool.
Yeah, it would be cool. And then the last thing is the end credit scene was stupid.
I know.
They're meant to, like, get you excited.
And it was just kind of like, oh, okay.
It was the third time we've seen Thanos and his gauntlet.
Like, can we get on to it already?
It should have been Ant-Man. Something Ant-Man related.
Yeah.
Like, maybe Ant-Man isn't... Because Scott Pym is Ant-Man in it. And he starts off in prison. So they should have showed him... They should have showed him... This would have been perfect now that I'm thinking about it. Should have showed him in a prison... watching the news about Ultron and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, the news is showing Ultron, and it has, like, somebody's feet or something kicked up, and then it pans out, and he says something snarky. That would have been a good teaser for 2 months when that comes out.
Yeah, well, apparently they don't have the same vision.
No. They wanted to show us the same thing we've seen 2 other times.
Yeah.
But whatever. I mean, at least it wasn't at the end. It was in the middle.
I know, that was nice.
So overall, I think
it was.
I'm happy I saw it. I'll probably I'll watch it again. I would have liked it better at home and more comfortable seating. But
yeah.
I mean, I think you obviously have to watch it if you're keeping up with this universe. And number 1, in my opinion, was better, but it's worth renting. It's worth going to movies and seeing if you're really into that kind of stuff, which I thought I was, but it has some really downfall. But, I mean, watch it, because you're going to watch the other stuff and you need to watch it. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I feel exactly the same way. It was just okay, like I said.
Yeah. And that's it for our review segment. So now it's on to the battle.
Round one, fight.
This segment right here is called Geek versus Girlfriend. And in this segment, I, NextDoor, challenge Jessica to a battle. And then in the next segment, she will do the same thing for me. And in this segment, I'll be showing her a comic she has never heard of, never seen. And just judging off of the cover, she is going to make up a story about what this is about. Next time, on the next show, she's going to have read it by then, and we're going to see if she is right or she is wrong, and who gets a point. So, for this week, we are looking at an image title by Todd McFarlane and Brian Hogwin called Savior Number 1.
Oh, no.
There is the cover. So as you're looking at that, just kind of tell us what you're thinking and then where you think this thing is going.
Okay, well, I see an airplane and some crops. And this looks like it's obviously on Earth. What is that? Is that an alien? Wait a second. Does this have to do with aliens? Is that an alien? It's a really tall person if it's not an alien. Okay, so I'm gonna go with life on Earth is ending. And it's following these people on the cover. She looks like a cop, probably. Then there's this guy down here. I'm gonna go with aliens come, and that alien's like carrying something. Like a person. Okay, so Earth has ended. Aliens or another life form come to Earth to try to help the humans? I don't know why they do that, though.
So is that what you're sticking with?
That looks like an alien or something. That doesn't look like a person. I'm just stuck on that now because that does not look like a regular-sized person. It's a really tall person. Okay, so maybe they come and destroy Earth, and then these people are gonna try to save it.
With a plane.
No. Maybe. Is that a plane? Okay. So, I'm switching it up. Aliens come, destroy Earth.
To make this a little more fun, I think you should look up the cover of Savior and follow along. Rewind this and follow along with what she's talking about.
I'm a little all over the place. I'm sorry. But this literally is the first time I've ever seen this. So, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go with aliens come, try to take over, destroy, whatever, the usual. And it's follows these people. I'm guessing they're from a small town, a small like farming town. It almost reminds me of Signs with the crops and everything.
Yeah, I can see that.
But okay, so I'm gonna go with that. These people on the cover, it follows them. Maybe she's trying to protect this town or her family, maybe. I mean, she looks like a sheriff or something, so maybe protecting the town.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it just follows that, and then it goes deeper into whoever came and destroyed Earth.
Okay, so let's just recap. This is an alien story destroying Earth, and these people on the cover are there to save Earth, correct?
Yes.
Okay, that is locked in. Now, to make this even more interesting, you will have to come back next week after she has read this, and this is when these segments get really fun because we see how right or wrong she is, and we get to discuss this issue, and then we'll have another challenge which we'll go on to next week. So come back for that, and we'll see who wins this round.
Break! Go back to your corners!
But now, it's on to round 2.
Round Round two, fight.
And this segment is Girlfriend versus Geek. What do we have this week?
Okay, so we're gonna talk about Kylie Jenner. She's been all over.
I know who this is, yes.
Everybody knows who this is.
I don't think so,
Who
because
has-
I wouldn't have known had I not known you.
Well, I brought you to the dark side.
Yes.
Anyway, she has been all over the place, all over the news. I mean, she is just doing work all the time. She's just everywhere you look, honestly. So, there's a challenge floating around.
Mm-hmm.
The Kylie Jenner challenge. What do you think that is?
Are people asking other people for the challenge, or is she challenging people?
You know, I kind of researched it more. She has nothing to do with it.
Oh. So, people have created the Kylie Jenner
Right.
challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have to... I'm going to go with... It is about people to see who submit their images and things to see who looks the most like Kylie Jenner.
Okay. You're close, yet so far away.
Okay.
So it's actually called the Kylie Jenner Lip Challenge. Which I left that out, obviously, for a reason.
Oh.
Okay, so the lip challenge. You've heard about Kylie Jenner and her lips and the big controversy surrounding her lips.
No.
No. Okay, basically...
Wait, I heard something. No. What?
Basically, growing up, Kylie was on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, all that. She had very thin lips.
I can see that, yeah.
Well, now that she's grown, she has very thick, luscious lips. Very...
Dick-sucking lips.
Yeah, very much so. Must be why Tyga likes her. So, the Kylie Jenner lip challenge is basically people being dumb, and you get a glass cup, shot glass, something with a small opening, and you put it to your lips, and you kind of do a suction for 20 seconds. And you do that 5 to 6 times. And the results are pretty horrific. Pretty horrific. And you know, I did hear where apparently Kylie Jenner said that she did this, but I read a report today that said she had nothing to do with it. She never said, this is what I do. So I don't know if somebody close to her was like, oh, she does this, and...
Well, I guess it kind of sounds like somebody on the internet, which the internet does, just made this whole thing up.
Right. That's what it seems like. So, basically, these videos and images are pretty disturbing. Their lips are bruised, swollen, and, you know, they've had doctors and specialists weigh in. Apparently, you can cause very bad irreversible damage.
Oh, wow.
And basically, your blood fills up around your lips, and it could get infected, and then you can lose all sensation in your lips. So you can never passionately kiss anyone ever again.
I looked it up while you're doing this to see what it looks like, and I got something on YouTube. Let me see if I can... Oh my god.
Mom!
This is like a fail video. If you just look up Kylie Jenner challenge on YouTube. Yeah, they're fucking their faces up.
Oh my god! I had on for too long.
Oh. Okay, I'm sorry, but I would never do that.
No.
Especially because, half these people have already seen somebody do it.
Yeah.
And yet they're still doing it. Anyway, so, yeah, it's a terrible trend. I can't believe it's even a thing. It's crazy. So, the next thing. Apparently, Kylie Jenner, on an upcoming episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, this was in a little teaser commercial, she admits she has temporary lip fillers, which she has avidly denied. She has. In interviews, but she claims, I never lied, I just danced around the truth.
Yeah, well, I'd probably lie too. But at the same time,
it's pretty obvious.
From what you showed me, it's a pretty big difference.
And even on the show, I don't watch the show, but apparently, even like all her siblings and stuff talk about, well, God, her lip liner, she just does it so good, and talks about how she does her lipstick and makeup so good, like they were covering for her. So like everybody knew, but they just all kept denying it, which whatever, that's her thing, but it's pretty obvious. Come on.
Honestly, that just shows me a sad trend that's going on. How old is she?
She's 17.
So before she was 17, she felt she needed bigger lips and got surgery.
And she's 17, which means her mom or dad had to approve. Her other mom, yeah, that too.
Technically, that's...
Yeah.
It's her other mom.
That is true.
But...
obviously she had to have parental consent.
Wait, what is his name now?
It's Bruce Jenner.
Oh, her. He hasn't revealed his name.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Anyways, so basically, I was like, well, what are temporary lip fillers?
So what are they?
I looked it up. They're collagen. Mm-hmm. And they inject it into your lips. And it can cost up to $400
and last
each time, depending on what kind of collagen, what kind of solution you use.
Which she probably uses the best.
Right. Which I wouldn't be surprised if it cost more than $400. But it can last up to 3 months. Oh. So she's having this done over, probably like the last 2 years. We've really noticed a difference.
So she's had it done between 10 and 14 times.
Probably, yeah.
And
since she was 15.
Okay, if it's just an injection, I'm not too against that, I guess.
Eventually she's just gonna get surgery. That's what it all...
None of her other sisters have.
Oh, shut up. That's such a lie. Anyway, so apparently it can be pretty painful. So they use aesthetics and all that stuff because... I don't know. Would you do it?
No, why would I do it?
Well, I'm saying if you had the money, you were uncomfortable with your lips.
I'm not, though, so I can't really answer that.
Okay. Well,
Would I get surgery to laser remove my ass hair? Yes. So is that the same answer?
Sure.
Okay.
Different...
different
subject, but yeah.
So I guess I get it.
Okay.
I wouldn't get surgery... because that's not really surgery. I probably wouldn't get a cosmetic surgery, but I'd get a cosmetic procedure.
Right.
That's outpatient, simple little... Like, I would get... That's probably not the same thing. I was going to say I'd get laser eye surgery, but that's different. That's actually helping you.
Yeah. But, I guess more power to her. I wish she wouldn't have lied in so many interviews. She claims she never did, but she did.
It always makes them look stupid.
I know.
In the end.
I know. And her reasoning was she is not prepared to discuss it, and that's why she's never said it, which I get. But you're also a celebrity.
Yeah.
You know, it's people aren't stupid. It's obvious you've done something. So why even... I don't know, I guess it's great publicity for her.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how they
You
got
know?
famous to begin with.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
So
I mean,
she's just on the same path her sister took. So.
I mean, she just drug this on for like a year, and then, you know, everybody's like, whoa, are they real? Are they fake? Are they real? Are they fake?
By the end of 2015, we're going to see the Kylie Jenner Tyga sex tape. Probably.
Probably.
And that'll be that. But so, I was wrong.
You were wrong. So 0 points earned this time.
We're not counting this one because you didn't have one. Now, what's your one for next week that we will count? That we'll find out the answer to next week.
It's about Adam Levine.
Okay, so round 2, which is yours. What is it? What do you mean? What am I supposed to guess?
Okay. So Adam Levine was outside signing autographs. What happened?
Can I ask if it's good or bad? Is it something he did? Or I don't have to...
It's something somebody else did.
I'm going to guess that Adam Levine was outside signing autographs and a male fan came up to him naked with an erection.
Oh.
That's my guess. So
okay.
We're going to lock that in.
Locked in.
Adam Levine signing autographs, male fan came up naked with an erection. And then next week, tune in. We're going to see if Savior, her prediction was right, and we'll see if Adam Levine has a very happy male fan.
Break! Go back to your corners!
So, next time, we're going to check those out, along with more news, reviews, and battles. So, thanks again for joining us on this Geek'd Up podcast, episode 1. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, this is Not Your Average Neighbor, NextDoor.
And Jessica.
Always remember to hug a xenomorph.
Always.